We're rolling into the next big project on our mobile home rebuild, and that is plumbing. We got to get all the water lines and drain lines installed for this bathroom, kitchen, and laundry. We centrally located all of the water so it would be easy to run, but plumbing is not my thing. I'm not looking forward to this, but we're going to get it done, and we're starting with our wall-hung toilet. So while these aren't common in the USA, we love installing wall-mount toilets. They just make sense to us. We enjoy the whole system, and I think this is our 4th time doing this, and we are installing a Geberit carrier. The toilet carrier is the foundation of a wall-hung toilet. So the benefit of a wall-hung toilet is it's on the wall instead of the floor. It's easier to keep clean. You can clean your floor. You don't have a toilet sitting there. And they're honestly less likely to leak, to cause problems. There's no wax ring. They also take up less space, and when you have a small bathroom, space is important. This is a little more slim than a standard floor toilet. So basically, this piece is the water tank, and it sits inside the wall framing. These are adjustable, so you can change the height of your toilet, but once it's set for good. You know, you can't adjust it after the fact, so you got to make sure you set it right with adjustable feet. A lot of people have concerns about wall mount toilets who aren't familiar with them because they say, well, if it's in your wall, how do you fix it if something leaks or something goes wrong? But these carriers are designed in such a way that they have this fully, like a one-piece plastic tank. There's no place for it to leak inside your wall unless you puncture the tank. And all the pieces, the mechanics of the toilet, are located right through this access door, which is behind the flush plate. So you can still reach in there and replace any part you need without opening your wall. So it's a very foolproof system. It just makes sense to us. So this one, the Geberit carrier, is going to be installed right here under this window. We framed it out to 19 3/4 inches for this. You got to be pretty precise with your framing because it has to sit flat against each stud. There's no rough opening. It's a pretty precise opening. With that in mind, I found my center on the floor, and we're going to be drilling a drain hole. Now these carriers come in 2x4 and 2x6 wall formats. So like if you have a thicker wall, get the one that fits like 2x6s, and you'll have more room to work. This one's a slim unit, so it can fit in this 2x4 stud wall. And even though this is an exterior wall, what we did was we kept the exterior wall intact. We have insulation in it, and we built this wall in front of it. So this is a faux wall. This is not the actual exterior wall. It is that wall is behind here. So I just want to clear that up. If you have to put your toilet on an outside wall, consider framing out another wall to contain all the plumbing and protect the toilet carrier from freezing, from siding nails. You don't want anything puncturing it. So that's what we did. We're putting it in our fake wall. And there is insulation behind here. There it is. Here we are. As scary as that is, this is going to be our drain pipe. I hope we have enough room to do everything we have to do. So this is the piece that connects the drain to the toilet unit. And there's different orientations you can connect it to set your drain further forward or backward like that. But we're just going to do it the standard way. Okay, locked in. Let's put this on its side. And this goes right in here. And we're going to clip it in. Did that lock? No. There it is. Okay. Now normally I would be shortening this drain and cutting it to the length I need, but I'm not exactly sure where I want it yet, so I'm just going to stick it down through the floor. Okay. Now to adjust the height, it has these adjustable feet. It's just one bolt on either side. You loosen it and you can raise the unit up and down. And they have a chart in here to help you figure out the best height based on what you want your toilet seat to be. I didn't open the toilet yet, so I can't take precise measurements because each toilet bowl might be a little bit different. So I'm just going to use some of these standard measurements to find a good standard height that I want to stick with. Alright, I temporarily disconnected the drain here and I raised it up just so I can get my lag bolts into the floor because I needed some more space to work here. I did pre-drill some holes down here into the floor. We just got to lag this down. Okay, those are tight. And I think I'm going to keep it like as low as it can go because
yeah,
I don't know, that's just about right where it should be. So let me tell you what's going on. Well, I was about to lag the side, but what's happening is this hole where the lag bolts are supposed to go through is hitting this leg, and they don't make holes in the leg. It's solid. So I can't lag bolt it in. This looks like a manufacturing design flaw. I don't know why they didn't think this through. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and chop the tops of the legs off so I can actually bolt it, the frame to the studs like you're supposed to. So this isn't typical, like, this isn't in the instructions, but this is required because there was no way to bolt it with those legs being in the way. So I just slid the unit right up off the legs, and I'm going to go ahead and chop those off. Alright, just got these chopped down a little bit. Now this isn't a matter of good products or bad products or anything like that. I just think that most products on the market today aren't very good. Most building supplies aren't engineered well, they aren't thought out, they aren't tested enough. I see flawed products all the time, so you really got to just learn to work with things, I guess.
making a hole.
Well, we finally got it installed, and I will tell you, that turned into a bigger job than I expected. That was a difficult install. That's going to be the downside of these wall-hung toilets. They're harder to install, and they cost a lot more money. But we still are going this route. Hopefully it all works out, especially on this crooked floor. Our floor is really unlevel. It's probably wouldn't be great to put a floor mount toilet in here anyway. We'll keep pushing forward with this, but at least it's in there and it's solid. And now that that's in, I can work around it to figure out the plumbing. We have the drain down through the floor, and now I can figure out the water inlet and where I'm going to be coming in with the water and all of that stuff. You know, this could seem like not the right time to do this, but I'm actually thinking about opening up our new toilet. I really want to check it out, make sure it's all okay. And then I can bring it in here and kind of visually see how the toilet height is going to end up before we commit to this too far. I think it's going to be perfect, but wouldn't hurt to check it out. So this is made by Villeroy and Bach. Is that how you say that? Which apparently has been in business since 1748. That's an old business. Oh, did I have to make it so heavy?
Oh man.
Okay.
Well, it's not broken. That's good.
Let me show you this toilet. Look at this. No rim. Like, there's no cave. It's all clean.
That's nice.
The water is supposed to come out and do like a cyclonic flushing action. I don't know. We'll see how that works. So I'm gonna try to hold this approximately lined up with the drain. This isn't gonna be perfect, okay? Mm-hmm. Because it's heavy. But let me try. A little higher than that. Could you grab me those 2 2x4s? Just to help carry some of this load. Let me see how high that is. Okay, that's too high. Let me see. It's pretty close to there, it's hard for me to tell. Just measure from the floor to the seat. Yeah, 16 inches.
Yep.
That seems pretty normal. That's without the toilet seat, so
Yep.
it'd be closer to 17.
Plus our finished floor.
I'll bump it a little up. Yeah, make it a little less than that.
Yeah. Close to the floor.
Yeah, that's real. I'm looking at how incredibly low it is. It's not ideal, but I don't want a high toilet seat.
That's weird how they...
It's just a different toilet than we're used to. They have this coming down, the shield, and it kind of makes it feel bigger. So we're at 16 inches, which isn't bad. It might sound low, but it's actually a pretty good height for a toilet. A lot of people like the taller ones now, especially older people, and they could be anywhere up to 19 inches. But they're not as healthy to use. They're not as good for your body as far as just how your body works. So this is a more healthy, natural sitting position, but it's definitely going to be skimming the floor. This is barely a wall-hung toilet, but still.
Yeah, it's strange.
Yeah, but still, it is wall-mount, and it is compact. You don't have the tank behind it. That's the big feature here, is it gives more bathroom floor space. So it's fine. I think we're going to leave it there at 16. Alright, you guys won. I raised the toilet up another inch or so. Yeah, we went through all the work of taking it back out, making new pilot holes, and adjusting the feet, and putting it in. And I gave myself an extra inch of height, and I also, well, plus another ½ an inch, so about 1.5 inches, maybe a little less, so that we'd have room for floor leveler if we choose to level this floor, and we have room for finished floor. I think our toilet seat height is going to be closer to 18 inches. So it's a middle ground where we can all be happy. It's probably higher than we'd like, but it gives us more flexibility and gets that toilet a little higher off the floor. We want to try to maintain the idea that it's easy to clean. Some wall-hung toilets are very sleek and compact in the bottom. This one is a lot more like filled out, so it sat a lot lower than we expected. So we did it. It's done. You know us. We're always willing to go the extra mile to make sure we're doing it right, even if we have to redo something. So done. I'm going to cross that off the list. So I'm going to start planning out the routing for the vent pipe for the toilet, for the drain for the sink, and we're going to see what we come up with. And I'm not sure if I'm doing this today. I'm just going to give it some thought. So now that we have this in place, we've done some planning. We decided the vent is going to come up right here along this bay, and we're actually going to have the 2 vents because we're going to be running our bathroom sink here and the toilet vent here. We're going to tie together up above to keep it proper. So for now, I'm just going to start drilling some holes and hope that I don't change my mind.
I was just gonna say that.
Whoa!
Take two. That's funny.
Okay.
Now you have to do it again.
I don't think I can fit this tool in there. I might have to go to my drill because it's so close to the stud. This is a tight one. Now that the bottoms are done, I'm going to come up here and drill a hole right here. We're not going all the way out right now. We're just going through this stud, this top plate. But we're going to be pushing this pipe right out the roof with this vent right here. It's a little risky. It's right at the edge of the roof. But I think I can make this work. And that's just how it's going to be. The vent's going to come from the toilet, from the sink, tie together, come straight out the roof, and be done with it. We're going to vent the other stuff separately because it's too far away to make it work in this house, you know, to tie them together more directly. So I'm going to start this one. It's loose, it's just stuck on the spray foam. There it is, marshmallow on a stick. There we are. There's our ceiling. Oh, it's scary. So on the back side of the bathroom here, we also are going to be having a washing machine that needs to drain. I'm thinking about planning out these also. Plumbing's going to be one of those things where I'm going to do it in baby steps. And I'm going to be like drilling holes and running pipes kind of simultaneously. But some of these holes right now will help me get my plan laid out. So I bought this washing machine hookup box, and it has a drain pipe on this side, hookups, water hookups on this side. And I'm planning on just installing it right on this stud right here. Just like that. Now, of course, I'm going to fine tune the height here. I'm going to line it up with this outlet. But the point is, I can figure out where my drain pipe is coming down, figure out my trap, and see where this one's going to be. So let me figure that one out. So here's the update. We took a look at everything that was going on over here, and we decided to wait on drilling holes because we're having issues with the drains not lining up where I thought they would, with the studs, with the joists. So I'm going to do some rerouting, which means another trip to the store to pick up some different fittings, but that's fine. Plumbing's tough because you have to work around all these obstacles.
Yeah.
And being in a mobile home is actually making it more tough because our floor joists are like 5.5 inches tall. And then we got the metal chassis and everything to fight with. And it's hard to get the plumbing around all that. Yeah. So I'm not looking forward to this job. At least we have something to start with. We got the toilet carrier installed. We see where those pipes are going. Now I can visually see where the drain for the washing machine and the shower is going to go. Little by little, we'll get it done. But I think that's all we can do today, so we're just going to wrap it up. Thanks for watching, and until next time, take care.
Bye.